También আসছে বাগিরা। Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is my first rodeo at a YouTube video, so kind of feeling awkward talking to a mic all by myself post, but I will give it my best shot. Also, stay tuned for some noob B-roll. Not too confident, but I think they're not that bad. And the first watch we have on our list here is a Titan. This is a fairly inexpensive watch my parents bought. I pretty much forced them to buy this from abroad. They went back to Bangladesh and brought this back. It's a clean watch. It's got a blue dial. The Jubilee bracelet I have on is from Strap Code. 22mm lug width. So that kind of breaks the bank for me with buying new straps. I don't have that many 22mm straps to begin with. So the juxtaposition here is that the watch itself is far less expensive than the strap, which is pretty refreshing. So this is some wrist shot. It wears pretty comfortable, but those lugs are definitely reaching the edges of my wrist. It's pretty long. But yeah, some wrist shot I procured from my dad, and some clean macro shot of the watch dial. Up next is the Brew metric on the retro dial. I just recently got this watch. It's pretty nice. Honestly, the dial is very unique. So the story behind this one is I tried to nab one of these earlier this year, that's 2022, but I couldn't because they were sold out. The next phase of it that got released later on, mid-year, I also missed that opportunity. So as you see, the second hand for the chronograph is ticking there. The bracelet here is kind of, it catches a lot of hair, and as you can see, no secret, I have a lot of hair in my hand, and all of that gets torn every time I put this on, at least a couple of them. The back of the watch is really pretty. I really appreciate that, though that kind of is a textured surface that you can feel on your hand, on your wrist. It's pretty nice though. I will not complain about that. The bracelet though, yeah, it's comfortable to wear. All said, it is very comfortable to wear. Some wrist shot. These were pretty fun to get. And some clean dial. And on to the next watch that we have in our collection. Here it's the Seiko Kotura. I believe like it's SSG 010 something or the other. This is the literal heavyweight of my collection. It is very heavy. It's also a solar quartz watch. And truth be told, this was the first watch I ever purchased that is a proper watch with my own money. And I bought this with some points that I pretty much got at work. They're called Inspire points. So the only reason I keep this in my collection is because this has a little bit of a sentimental value that away. It's pressed clasp. That's just so Seiko, cheaping out on the right on the on the weirdest things. I don't know why do you do that, Seiko. It's not comfortable either. It's all right. It's huge. It's just not for my wrist, as you can clearly see. But oh well. It looks nice. It suits my dad's hands a little better. But oh god, is it pretty. And on to the next one. This one is the impulse purchase for me this year. It is the Orient Bambino in the 38.4mm variant. I guess the new one that came out this year. This one's gold plated. I bought the gold plated one because it was on sale on Joma Shop. This is on some faux leather strap. It's a faux alligator leather strap. The strap is in chocolate color, which is pretty nice. The dial is just pretty nice, very nice. It is an off-white color, which makes it a very 20th century, I guess. That's the oldish vibe that I guess I was going for here as well, and Orient was clearly as well. Apart from that, the case back is silver. Orient. Why? So I'm not sure why. That could have been gold plated. Honestly, I would have taken a gold plated closed case back instead of a stainless steel case back here. But yeah, that kind of sucks, to be absolutely honest. But the see-through, the display of it is pretty nice. I like the movement. It's a pretty solid movement for the price. This was extremely cheap in watch money. It's very comfortable to wear as well. I struggle to put this on every single time, so it's not the easiest thing to strap on, but it seems like I did it pretty fast this time. Good for me. Yeah, it sits really well on my wrist. You can see that 38mm shines on my 6.5-inch wrist. Literally, figuratively, everything, I guess. Wrist shot from my dad. Looks really nice, yeah. And that clean dial. Lovely. And on to the next one. This is the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 in the blue dial. So this one is a purchase that I made when I got on the hype train. This watch is very pretty when you wear it, just specifically because of that integrated bracelet. The bracelet shines every single time, shimmers in the light more or less. It is kind of chubby, so it sits kind of high on my wrist, not too high, something that it's not something that I'm specifically having an issue with, but I do notice it for sure. As you can see, that thing shimmers the bracelet every single time, which is very unique, and it's pretty nice for this price point specifically. The flat dial means it does reflect a lot of light, so you really have to look straight at it in order to make out what the time says. Butterfly. So this is my one and only butterfly clasp. And it is pretty comfortable, honestly. I have it so that it is just right on my wrist, not too tight, not too loose, so the lack of any adjustment doesn't really hurt me. See, looks nice. I think I like this wafer style dial for the Powermatic 80 more than the sunburst quartz style that they have. That dial looks really nice. Right, up next we have the Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot. It's on the gunmetal gray coating, I guess. This is a very simple dial. I love this about the Oris Big Crown Pro Pilots, the older versions. This one has a Sellita SW200, so this is definitely one of the older versions. I have it on this I guess, sports band by Ivapon. I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty comfortable. It's really easy to put on. Believe it or not, I searched bund strap on Amazon, and this is the first hit I got. That is a lovely dial. It's really easy to read as well. I bought this off of WatchMax one night when I was not thinking straight for whatever reason, but it came in with a tiny speck of dust very close to the center second, which it irks me to no avail. The band is very comfortable, and it has a great display back as well. The Oris customized that rotor just perfect. Three guesses where that speck of dust is. And on to the next one. This one is the Christopher Ward C65 Super Compressor. I believe this is the prettiest watch I have. It's in my opinion. It has a cushion style case. It sits very comfortably. Right now I have it on the leather strap that I got with my order. I actually purchased the watch on the bracelet, the stainless steel bracelet. Almost dropped that watch there. But it's just so clean. It's one of the prettiest dials I've ever witnessed. I love how the orange pops out with that on that blue display, and I love the orange super compressor wheel that is going on right in the display case back right there. It is just pretty. Drop dead gorgeous, to be absolutely honest. I am enamored by this watch, and whenever I feel like wearing a pretty watch, I usually just go for this one. The leather is extremely comfortable to wear as well, very supple. It comes branded, the buckle with Christopher Ward, I guess. Nothing fancy, nothing schmancy, just a simple branding there. And I promise I'm not gonna make you suffer through this again in the future, but I just wanted to keep this in because it does take a little bit of time for me to wear leather straps, which is why I sometimes shy away from them. It is so comfortable to wear this watch as well. Just lovely. The next one is the most expensive watch in my collection. This is the Tudor Black Bay 58 in the blue dial, the blue variant. I absolutely love this watch. This is the perfect proportions. It is very simple, understated, and so most of the times folks will never realize that I'm wearing a pretty expensive watch. Pretty expensive darn watch, isn't it? But I do wear it. I wear it all the time. In fact, if you look at the case side, you'll see a bunch of scratches. Oh no! But I do baby my watches, I'm gonna say. But this one, whenever, wherever, I'm always wearing this. I have it on a Uncle Seiko Jubilee bracelet. This Uncle Seiko bracelet, it comes with the cheapest of clasps, so I had to purchase this I guess milled clasp separately from Uncle Seiko and replace it, which I don't get why. I guess it's an aesthetics thing, but I think they should probably lead with the clasp, which is milled instead of the pressed one. That's just me. Yeah. The case back is pretty simple on this watch. There isn't nothing about it. It's a closed case back. This is extremely comfortable. It is usually my go-to watch. This is the my watch of my collection. I have worn this watch more than any of the other watches that I own, and I enjoy it thoroughly. It is a blessing to have. And on to the next one. This one is the Orient Kamasu in the red sunburst style with the black bezel. Right now I have it on a canvas strap, which it's just a temporary stopgap. I do have a red FKM rubber band rubber strap, which I ordered for this, and I used to have this on the leather strap from Christopher Ward's C65 super compressor. That goes really well with this with this watch. In fact, most straps I've found. This is a strapaholic watch, to be absolutely honest. I am liking the canvas strap on this guy, but I might change that out at some point. This is a very deceivingly, I guess, small watch compared to the specs listed. I think it's listed at 42mm in diameter. I have not checked that with the vernier caliper, but when you put that on wrist, I think because of the lug to lug, it really just sits very well on the wrist. The bezel action is not the best. It's kind of spongy, which, I mean, after you've used Tudor, you really can't go back, to be absolutely honest. Case back, I don't. It's lightly etched. I'm pretty sure it's gonna fade over time. Not too worried about that though. Yeah, you can see that canvas strap is from Archer. I do like Archer products. They're honestly very cheap, pretty good. This strap is really easy to put on, which I value. I absolutely value. Yeah, it fits really well on my wrist and sits flush. It is a joy to wear and take around. Never complaining about this one. Ain't that lovely? That's a pretty dial. The next watch is my go-to dress watch. This is the Seiko Presage Baby Snowflake. I think this is a emulation of the Grand Seiko Snowflake done from a Seiko perspective. This watch is the limited edition one, so this is the stainless steel one. I know there is a titanium one which is priced at a lower price point. It's available. This one has the 6L35 movement, hence extremely thin, which I really appreciate. It is 40mm in diameter, which makes it a little big, but oh well. The bracelet, I have handled some Grand Seikos and it's comparable. It definitely is, without shelling out $6,000. That dial is to die for. It is a frosted dial. I think it's called Baby Snowflake because it kind of emulates the snowflake. And you can see me there giving it a shake, a good Seiko shake. I think that's a thing to get it working after winding it a little. It is a milk class with not many micro adjustments, so you know, you have to kind of set it and forget it. There is a display case back, not much to see there though, that I can point out. I have it set a little tighter because I usually wear it for formal occasions, don't really wear it around that much, and it wears really well on my wrist, so I like that. So the final watch of my proper collection is this Seagull 1963 in 38 millimeters. It has that cream dial with the classic blue and red hands. I have it on this Archer NATO strap that I really like. I think this goes really well with the watch itself. The watch comes with a green NATO strap, I think, and another strap, a leather strap that I don't use, honestly. This watch is my way of trying to get a mechanical chronograph in my collection without having to pay exuberant amount of money for it. And the good thing about this watch is it has an excellent movement. It is a Chinese movement, but it is a column wheel chronograph. Now, I am not gonna lie and say I know all the mechanics behind the column wheel chronograph, but it is, I have seen a little bit, and it is a very complicated piece of equipment to manufacture. So I'm gonna try and show you how it works there. You can see that blue screw right there. That is the wheel that rotates when you click on it. If you click on the timer, it will rotate once, and then that allows the seconds wheel to catch on to that center wheel, and it starts moving. And I've clicked it a couple of times, and then I've reset it, and there you can see it reset. It's a great watch. Honestly, it's an awesome watch to wear. It's very fun, comfortable. I like it. I like it quite a lot. Probably gonna stay in my collection for a while. And on with the Casio collection. We'll try to make short work out of this lot. This is the Casio Oak. It is in red. So this is kind of my fun summer watch. I bought it because I found it at a great deal. I think it was $30 or $40 off of eBay when I purchased it, off of its listing price. And the one thing I do want to say about this dial is that digital display, it's kind of hard to read. It does come with interchangeable, I mean, you can change it pretty easily, those the rubber bands. I don't know why you would want to. This kind of fits really well. It is kind of cheap-ish though. It's very plasticky, like you would expect from Casio. The mineral crystal and all. It is a comfortable wear, even though it's really big, and I enjoy wearing it. Honestly, it's a fun watch. And onwards we march. This is the Casio Databank, the original version, the OG version, not the inverted display one. This is a great watch. Honestly, it is the thinnest and lightest watch that I have. It is very comfortable to wear. It shows the date. It does have some functions like the quirky calculators, which I honestly don't show here, but it's pretty nifty. I haven't used it. Don't try to use it properly. It's kind of a pain to actually use, but it gives a proper readout. There isn't any backlight, so if that's a thing that you need, it's probably going to be a deal breaker for you. And the next watch is a Casio Wave Scepter. This is a pretty old watch. And I actually bought this off of eBay because I found a great deal on it and I really liked the display. I know there are some newer versions of Wave Scepters which are pretty expensive. The display is way more upgraded. So the bracelet that comes with this watch is pretty nice. It does not catch on any of my arm hair, which is insane for this price point. And the display is pretty large. It's very visible. There is a backlight. I I tried to kind of press on the button to turn on the light, but you couldn't see it properly there. The light is really well, it's visible, very visible in dark situations. So yeah, this one also has multiband 5. No introduction required for this one. The Casio Royale, the World Timer. This one is honestly the prettiest Casio watch that I own. It definitely is a great looking watch. It is also very comfortable. That rubber band that it comes with is very supple, and it's also very light. The light here is also pretty nice. I mean, everything about this watch is really nice. I think it's just well crafted. It's just how do I say it? Perfection when it comes to Casio watches. Very affordable as well. You know, you can pick it up anytime. Sits well on the wrist, and nothing more to add to that. I think the next one is a must-have for any collection. This is the Casio G-Shock GW 5610. This is not the 5600 one, so this has the atomic clock, multiband 6, which makes it so useful. This is my second most worn watch, and in fact this is the watch I usually pick up when I don't really feel like picking up any other watches, or I just am in a rush. This is just the perfect grab and go watch. It will be, I mean, I've taken shower with it as well, gone kind of dipping in the river, you name it, and it wears comfortably. What else do you need, right? Yep, don't need nothing more. Oop, I think I just dropped the watch 2 times there. This is a Casio MTP watch. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember the model here. I lost the case back, so I don't know. That's the only place I knew where the model was listed. This is a very clean watch. I've always been trying to get myself one of these, and you know what? This does not work. This does not work. It's not been working for a long time. That's the movement right there. No case back, no shame. I still own it. I own it, I think, because I really want to get a watch like this. This watch is so cheap. I think it was like 10 bucks when they bought it, but that Horwin leather strap, I paid 90 bucks for that Horwin leather strap. So it is hella juxtapositioning. Yeah, this is a different ballpark here. I think I'm gonna keep on keeping this one until I find a good 36mm substitute. Yep. I'll try to fly by the next 3 watches. This one is my dad's watch. This one is a very old Titan watch that he used to wear back in Bangladesh for a long time. I think he used to wear it for 10 years or something. And so this is a very, very old watch. It's already had a cracked glass, as you can see. Not the most expensive watch, but it definitely has been a workhorse throughout the years. When I first kind of acquired it from my dad, it was extremely dirty as well. I cleaned it up and gave it a good cleaning. You can also see it's pretty banged up, but it wears so well. It's a very sleek watch, and I think I will continue having this for almost forever, I think. And oh boy, do I have to tell you about the next one. This one is a fake Movado. I bought this in Bangladesh. This was like I think my first proper watch, even my parents bought me from like a flea market. It was, I think they were touting this to be an actual Movado back then, but oh, what do I know? But this was the perfect watch for I don't know, like a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid. So I used to baby this thing. I used to wear it everywhere, all the time. And when I grew up from it, I really just tossed it. For a while, it was just, I don't know, somewhere in storage, and when I started collecting again, I grabbed it and I had to keep it in my collection. It's pretty sentimental. You can see their audacity, Movado branded. God damn it. And look at that case back. I'm also missing a couple of screws there, as you can see, at least one screw, and the other ones I think are also kind of wonky. Yeah. Almost there. So this is the last watch in my collection, the Apple Watch Series 2. So I bought this, me and my sister bought this for my dad for a Father's Day, as a Father's Day gift a while back when it came out. He used it properly until he grew out of it and, you know, moved on to a later model. I keep it because I really love the UI. I don't think they have the same UI anymore, but oh well. Well, look at you. You're a true champion, laboring through that whole video. Thank you for staying tuned. As a price for your patience, here's some noob macro shots. Until next time, peace!